YouTube, hope you are doing well. Today we're going to disassemble a Glock 19.
Custom Gun Creations, Cerakote Professional.
Step 1, always make sure it's unloaded. This one's cleared, good to go. First step, we're going to take the slide off of the frame. So we're going to grab the slide like this. We're going to pull it back a little bit. And we're going to pull down this tab and this tab at the same time. And let go. Still holding those tabs down, you're going to pull the trigger. Slide's going to slide off. Slide and frame are separated. Okay, the next step, we'll set the frame aside. We'll come back to that in a minute. Step number 1 of disassembling the slide, you'll take off your recoil spring. It just pulls right off. Your barrel slides right off. Now you have the internals in this back plate to take off. The easiest way to do that is to grab a pick, and there's a little black plastic sliver right there. You're going to pull that down towards the barrel. When you pull that down, it releases all the pressure off of, when you pull that down, it releases all the pressure off the back plate. So you can just slide that right off. Just like that. Then your firing pin slides right out. The rod for your extractor slides right out. You'll depress your safety plunger, and your extractor should pop out too if the gun's not too dirty. There it goes. Always push that in, give it a little tap. Give it another little tap, and your safety plunger should come right on out. Now you got a safety plunger and a spring. You got your extractor. All the internals are out of your slide except for your sights. You'll need a sight press to take out this rear sight, and the Glock specialty tool for taking off that little, see if I can get that. There's a little nut in there. You can kind of see it. We typically use Wheeler Engineering bits. Seem to work really good and hold up over a long period of time. Just unscrew this front sight with the sight tool. Now we have the little screw that holds in the front sight and your front sight. Now we'll just press out that rear sight with the sight press, and we'll be good to go on the slide. Okay, now that your rear sight's pressed out, we're ready to go on the rest of the gun. Always bag up everything just to make sure that nothing gets misplaced. Next is the frame. Depending on what gen Glock you have determines whether or not you have a spring in here or the little spring lever. Always take a pick and press down on that little lever in there. That will allow your slide release to fall out. When you do that, you should be able to get this little spring out as well. There it goes. There's a little spring that holds that little tail right there. Goes into the frame whenever you're reassembling the gun. Okay, next step, we're going to take out this pin. We're going to drive it out with a punch. Okay, once you get this pin punched out, got one more left. This rear pin right here. So we got that one out, now we're doing this one. And that one's out. Both pins are out. Now we're going to take this pin tool, this pick tool again. I'm going to pry this up. This little guy right here. That's going to lift right out. Never as smooth as you want it to be, but anyway, that part pops out. Your slide lock and your full trigger assembly. Pull from the back and it all comes out. Now the only thing that you have left is your mag release. That's a little bit tricky. You'll have to take this pick, come in from the bottom, and there's a rod. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's a rod down in there. You can kind of see it. We're going to put this pick up underneath that rod. And it will allow that, pry it to the right, up and under it, pull it towards you, and it'll pop out from underneath this slide release, this mag release, and allow that mag release to fall right outside the right hand side of the gun. Now this frame is completely ready for Cerakote.
Custom Gun Creations, Cerakote.